are back, this going through the Punk-O-Rama Volume 3, and we just listened to All Worlds on Heroin. Very fast song, fun. And so tell me, so that this is on your first fucking Punk-O-Rama you listened to. You remember getting to that song? What your thoughts were when you heard it? What do you have to say? Do you remember hearing the song for the first time?
Yeah, I remember hearing it. It was different. I mean, he's just talking about people just being lazy and slow and I don't know if they're like go-getters, not go-getters or what. I mean, I understand his sentiment on it, and it is kind of annoying, I guess, frustrating, especially if you're like I know at work, like I'm constantly going at a fucking fast pace, and then or I'm walking down, like even at work, and someone's like fucking slowly moving. I don't walk around and shit.
Get the fuck out of my
Yeah,
way.
get out of my
Yeah, I
way.
got
Yeah,
shit to do,
yeah.
man.
Like I got
It almost sometimes feels like the song's more relevant today, especially like, we're working now and stuff too. I know, without getting your stuff out too much, but you're in union kind of.
Yeah,
You got shit to do, and if there's a slacker on the job, I mean, how does that, I mean, you can identify with this song, I'm sure, in those scenarios.
well, yeah, it's just frustrating because you want them to get your work done so you can get your work done, and everyone's fucking pressuring you to get the work done, and you're like, God damn, I'm fucking stressed out. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel the song driving too. When you're driving and you just fucking got people that are just like, I got nowhere to be.
Fuck. They don't move, like especially on the freeway, they don't move out of the fucking left lane.
When you heard this, did you know about the Descendants? I guess not. The Descendants and All were like basically sister bands.
I'm trying to remember when I learned about the Descendants. I didn't know about the Descendants.
So you learned about All first.
Yeah, I heard All before the Descendants.
Yeah.
And then a little bit later. Oh, I bought a Fat Records that had that coffee, Mr. Coffee. I think it was called Mr. Coffee.
Coffee Mug. That one that's just like coffee mug, right? That one? Or it's Coffee Mug by
oh, is it Coffee Mug?
By
or
All
is Mr.
Descendants.
Coffee? I think Mr. Coffee's Lagwagon. And I think Coffee Mug, yeah. Coffee Mug's the Descendants.
Might be the Descendants. Very just fast, right? Where
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Coffee Mug. Or then she broke my dick.
That's all. Yeah,
And Problematic. And my first introduction to All was through Punk-O-Rama 5 too, which has Problematic. Maybe we'll talk about that one. But when I heard this song, I didn't know about the Descendants yet either. I just knew about All. And this song really, really connected with me because I remember I was listening to this song actually walking through the hallways of fucking high school, and people would just like stop and they were slow. I was like, fucking everyone moves like a zombie. Like seriously, like I have shit to fucking like this, like what the fuck's wrong with people? And then also, I don't know if it was like in your high school, but there's like this really big, like just like 420 culture, like where everyone had to like introduce a lot. 420, oh, I like smoking weed. Man, like it's like I don't care if you smoke weed or not, it's whatever, do you? But there was like this advertisement about it.
It was very trendy.
It was
very popular. And that's another thing I didn't like either.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't really smoke weed at the time,
and it was so many people did.
Everybody loved it. It was weird. I don't know.
Yeah, it was exactly that. It was like fucking everyone was smoking, even like
all the popular people.
All the props, the preps, everyone was doing it. Juggalos got into everyone was like 420 or the little Adidas looking marijuana sign, and it's like, okay, but why is it a big like corporate about it and send it? And he was like so fucking trendy that it was like fucking cooler to fucking not smoke weed and then I tried weed like in 6th grade with friends. It wasn't my thing. I think I was too hyper for it. I felt just a bunch of paranoia, didn't like it, slugged me down. I was a hyper energetic kid. The doctor tried to give me Ritalin. Thank God my mom said no, because who knows how that would have fucked me up. But which was interesting is with this song, it almost kind of gave me that first taste of like straight edge too, because it was like, these guys fucking finally get it. Yeah, all these fucking potheads and sluggish and like being dumb is cool. I mean, in there, he's like, all these stupidities he's getting thrown in my fucking way. And it's what I felt, especially in high school. I was probably judgmental. I shouldn't have been. But
we all are.
Yeah, and
It's
they,
human nature.
and these fucking dumbasses would just like stop and do nothing, or like I'm trying to like learn the fucking course in class or whatever, and they would make like they were slumming things around. And then there's that breakdown where he like literally says, "If I had my way, I wish everybody was on speed." And I was like,
Him and
Technically,
Fat
it's-
Mike, that was it Church of State song where he's like,
separation churches.
what-
Yeah.
what was it? He was like, something about, we want our speed, we want our drugs,
Yeah, we want to read it. We should
we
do
want our
that.
fight, we want our thugs,
Yeah, yeah. And that's why this one felt
Exactly.
like
I'd rather, honestly, well, fuck up. I kind of feel the same.
well, especially now, dude, with like fentanyl is like fucking huge.
Oh,
Everyone's
Jesus
fucking. I feel like I
Christ.
really feel like everyone's fucking like a zombie now. I got shit to do. I'm fucking hot drinking coffee right here. I'm a stimulant type of fucking guy.
Yeah, me too. Me too, yeah.
And then that's why he does that thing, and I identify with Trevor, where he's like, too many lazy morons in my face. Like I'm ready to fucking like this scrap, bro. Let's fucking like I fucking hate you. Why are you doing? And then they think it's cool, and it's and that's when I realized, and that's why I said, give me the first little dabble of straight edge. I didn't even know punk rock and straight edge was a real thing. I ended up getting into minor that a little bit late, like probably like a month later after this, and that's when I realized I identify with straight edge. So I was like, yeah, all this fucking pot smoking and like I'm only mostly when like the mostly on the pot shit, but even like drinking shit, like this shit was lame, man. Like you said, everyone was doing it, was trendy. And why? Like especially if, for someone like me, if I didn't like it, I would like get outcasted, like, oh, you don't smoke weed, like fuck you, dude. I'm like,
Yeah, it was that, it was, and then you, like, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, so these guys drank, and these guys smoked, and I hate them, so why would I wanna be anything like them?
right.
So it's like, why do I wanna drink or smoke if I fucking hate them?
Yeah.
So, yeah, but.
Yeah, and again, I don't, and I never judged it back, but they would like judge it on you for like not smoking. Really did, man. This is like 13 years old, 14 years old, but like you get that peer pressure and shit. And I fucking literally like I had paranoia. They always told me it was the wrong strand, man. Later on, like I kind of like learned, embraced it, but it was never my thing. I never liked it. It was just like this fucking song did, and so the anger in it and everything, I was just able to identify in, and then it kind of gave me that first little dap of straight edge, which was really good too, because straight edge, again, like punk rock, was almost like another community within punk rock, where it was like, no, not doing drugs, being yourself. You don't want to do drugs, don't do drugs. And it's cool not to, because it's almost so fucking trendy. There was nothing this is the problem too, where I had a lot with like punks was, you'd meet other people and shit, they were cool, but then they would get super into like, yeah, Kurt Cobain, heroin, Sid Vicious, like this like drug fucking like shit was like almost looked at as cool amongst some of them.
Nihilistic.
Yeah, nihilistic, I guess. And I was like, there's nothing fucking. It wasn't cool to me. I saw a movie, Sid and Nancy, and I read
It
about
wasn't-
it broke up fucking like nothing. There was nothing. Johnny Rotten, I think, even says in the interview too. It's like there's nothing glamorous about being a junkie. Not calling the potheads and school junkies, but when you're that young, that's how I feel. And now I almost identify with this song even more. Like I said, it's so fucking. It's an angry song too. It's fun. It's fucking fun. It's like what, under 2 minutes, I think. You can see what my wife texting me.
Nice.
Yeah, yeah, silly. Did I cut you off? I'm sorry.
No, I
Okay,
wasn't.
we're drinking coffees right now too. We should probably have another cup of
We
coffee.
probably should.
I don't think that's straight edge though. But there was parts of straight edge I didn't dig, because like the hardcore, there was
Whatever. Caffeine's. I don't see it as bad of a
yeah.
drug, to be honest with you, as everything else.
What was cool though was like straight edge.
Yeah, I think
getting bigger.
Ian McKay, he was drinking an iced tea, and someone came up to him and asked him what that was, and he's like, it's an iced tea, and the kid is like, well, you're not straight edge, caffeine's a drug, and he's all right, no, he said his friend said caffeine's a drug, so that makes you not straight edge, and he's like, tell your friend, fuck you.
Yeah, dude, yeah, that's why I like. It was funny because straight edge came.
Straight edge, I mean, it's like anything. Anything gets very extreme. And so you had people that were abstaining from, like, they would become vegan, and then they started abstaining from chocolate. And I don't know, you can be vegan, like, I have nothing problems with vegan. Like, I was vegan for a bit myself.
Yeah.
Because I had a vegan girlfriend, but it just gets to a point where they're like, I'm more straight edge than you.
Right.
That was the problem I
competition.
had with it, yes. Like, I don't do third world cash crops, and I don't drink caffeine, and I'm a vegan, and it's just like, oh, what the fuck, man, like,
Yeah.
live your life.
What was fun, and that's like what punk rock again, like with the first, with with your gasoline, it's like about not selling out. It's all about just being true to who you fucking are. I'm not gonna sell myself out to make friends with these people, and I'm certainly not gonna start smoking pot to hang out with people, that on this side too.
Yes.
And which is funny, this was like a couple years before, so like I was like I said, I heard this is I was a freshman. Probably around my junior year, like two years later, whatever, there was these bands that became real popular too. Especially in Arizona, where we're from, to where straight edge just did kind of like jump out again. They'd have the 3X's, and it went from like, which again, the whole idea to me was just like I'm straight edge, just like I meant like I didn't like pot, I won't do drugs, but they would take it too far, like about not fucking even, not smoking, not doing anything, and I was like, I wanna fuck. But that was
no, it was, well, I think there's a misconception there, because you weren't supposed to have casual sex.
yeah,
If you were with somebody,
yeah.
you could fuck them, but you weren't.
So they started having all these fucking rules to it,
Yeah,
bro,
it
and
was-
that's where I was like,
it was-
now it's like another religion. And then there was these kids in my high school that were like, we had like a straight edge gang, and then there's bigger gangs too. There's FSU, which they fuck shit up. I think that's what it stood for.
They
First
got,
Gang United, fuck shit up.
they actually, there's some, they
Didn't
came down to
Scrappy?
Scrappies,
Yeah.
and got into a fight with and killed somebody. Somebody got shot. I don't know if it was somebody from FSU or somebody else, but someone got shot, and they were playing, it was a Shattered Realm was the
Yeah.
band that was playing at the time, and yeah, it got a little bit violent.
Got a little much, especially where like punk rock's supposed to be like, and it kind of came from that. And then I think like bands like Throwdown and shit, like it became more
Oh,
hardcore / metally. Yeah, there's respect for it, but it
I like a
also,
lot of straight edge fucking hardcore.
Yeah.
A lot of straight edge hardcore.
but like you were saying, it started like becoming almost too many rules. And like in my high school, there was these kids that go around and would like they suddenly like the bully became the bully, where they were like, we don't take that shit around here. They just like start fucking with people. Like again, I don't care if you smoke weed or nothing. I was like, again, I'm just like all about just live your life where you want. But it became too much. But I'll say it seemed way fucking cooler than those fucking 420 culture kids, those juggalos, all that, like that route. I was like, ooh, they kind
Because
of,
it was very militant.
yeah, that was
It
the
was
thing.
tough as nails.
Tough. That was also it.
It was like almost like a security force.
Because with, like I said,
Like, it was kind of cool.
when I was like a little bit younger,
It drew me into it.
when I was a little bit younger before that, it was like rock versus rap, and rock was cool because it was both were kind of cool for the same reasons, right? Like rap had this, thuggish fucking, especially when you're young, testosterone, you're going through this shit. It was like kind of like, outlawish, music. And then rock was the same way with like Nirvana, that 90s new metal was fucking very hard and fucking, it was the 90s era too, where like, WWF was on fucking TV and shit. People were pushing the limits to everything. But then pop punk started coming to where all of a sudden like rock music started getting very I want to say like weak, I guess. Like it was like either sad music, kind of like emo revive, shit that I just wasn't identifying much, and I don't think other people. And so when straight edge came in around that era, it was kind of cool that it was so fucking tough, right? Like they were people you didn't want to fuck with. They were fucking nuts. They would fucking and I think it was, I thought it was funny. At first, I didn't like the ideas of how it went, but I definitely got into straight edge because of this song and then Minor Threat and other things too. But it's how I felt. I think people sometimes forget how fucking judgmental and like trendy and poppy that drug culture was. Growing up.
Yeah, it was. I just didn't like. But yeah, think of something. I don't know. I was thinking of something. No, you're good. I was gonna say something. I don't know.
Throw down, metal, throw down, punk, tough as nails, militant.
I don't remember what the fuck I was gonna say. I hate that. I'm getting old.
FSU, no, FSU, yeah, I remember they took down, was that because of like someone doing drugs or smoking or something?
I have fucking no idea. I wasn't at the show, and then Propaganda canceled the show. They were gonna play. I don't know if Propaganda was gonna play a week later or what, but they ended up not coming down to Scrappy's.
That band, or not band, that fucking straight edge gang, by the way, FSU, um, they're in like some TV series about gangs.
Yeah, gangland, yeah.
It's like,
I remember seeing that, I'm like, wow, this is cool.
this is cool. This is my group of people that's talking about like violent, you
But,
know, punk
yeah,
rock and shit.
that was sick, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy, I don't remember what I was gonna say.
Oh.
I don't know why, I just can't remember. But yeah, I don't know.
So anyhow, I guess what I'll say about this one was like, this was almost like my first straight edge song because it was the first song I identified with by, being against all the zombies and slow shit. And like, that's exactly how I felt at the time. And then he has that fucking like kind of outburst. Well, I should read the lyrics. I do them every time. So let me read the lyrics of the song and then we'll probably cut it. Cause I don't think we have much more to say. We're fucking going 30 minutes, 20 minutes on a 2-minute song. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
You know what I want to say about this fucking band? I kind of mentioned it before. Was again, it was I didn't know about Descendants or All or any of the difference, but again, I'd go to my Zia Records, it was real close, I'd be walking to it, and then always, the lady would always come out like, can I help you find anything? I'm looking for All. Like, what do you mean? Like what kind of band? And this is also, fuck you guys, man. Why would you name your band All? Do you know how hard it is when I'm on my family computer searching Napster and I'm typing in the word All? She broke my dick.
So
There's
and then there's some girl on it. She's like, I broke his dick.
and there's she does see that in the song, but
That's
it's
so
like
funny, though.
the amount of like porn that would pop up, and then the fucking
She broke my, yeah, I know, Lord Jesus
because
Christ.
LimeWire would just search all. Like that was like how the category would be like all, and then it would have genres or whatever. So when you type in all, it would just start searching at the whole fucking internet. And so it was so hard to find a fucking record on them. And then I finally found it by like accident when I was looking for, the way I found out was there was this like Descendants All live album. And I started getting into Descendants. I still didn't know anything about them, but I found a Descendants album. It was live, it was 2 and it was with All. And I was like, cool. And then and again, my friend Petey, who ruins things for me, he was like, they're really the same band. Pretty much. And then he's like a punk rock encyclopedia. He's like,
maybe Petey will, like, if we send this to Petey, maybe he'll come on the fucking show.
Yeah, he's just it'd be hard.
Yeah.
All right, let me read the lyrics to this real fast too, though, because it's the fucking greatest fucking lyrics. It's a fast fucking song. The world's on heroin. I'm on strike against all this laziness. I try to go for all, despite all the underachievers. From the government to the drive-through guy, the delayed results with no reasons why. My only guess, they must be high. I want to put an end to all of them, but I don't know where to begin because I'm pretty sure the world's on heroin. The world's on heroin. Everybody is standing in my way. I try to use my brain and stupidity gets thrown in my face. I'm a coffee guy in a stoner place. And I spelled that so much, dude. Okay, anyhow, and then and the world keeps turning at a turtle's pace. Get over with and check into AA. I want to put an end to all of them, but I don't know where to begin because I'm pretty sure the world's on heroin. At the very end of the song, which is like the best part of the song, if I had my way, I prefer if everyone was on speed. I'm so sick of the no can do and all the failures you concede. At any rate, from the looks of things, everyone's nodding out but me. World's on heroin. Too many lazy fucking morons in my face. World's on heroin. Everyone acts like a zombie. I'm not saying I'm better than them. I just don't have that kind of time to spend with slacker types who are trying to be my friend. I want to put an end to all of them, but I don't know where to begin because the world's on heroin. And then heroin.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, those lyrics were so fat, and I like that was like such an identified. And when I heard that song, I would play it for people. I'm like, isn't this the greatest fucking song?
Yeah, you play the hell out of those things, man.
Yeah, it was such a fast song too. That's my friend was like showing me Iron Maiden's like a 10-minute song. And I was like, I could listen to.
That's the thing. I couldn't. I don't know. It's just like, I mean, I can listen to it. It's hard to listen to a song longer than 2 or 3 minutes. It's
with my ADDS, I feel that.
And then like, 10 minutes, there's no fucking way. Or like, Tool has these 20-minute songs. I mean, these things suck. I'm like, what the fuck?
I learned to appreciate it getting older, but especially at that age,
I just
couldn't.
can't do it.
I remember I
still can't do it.
I literally would tell my friend, I'm like, while we walked to like different classes and like a 5-minute break, I'm like, I was able to listen to that song like 2.5 times. You didn't even get through your fucking Maiden song. Like, fuck, dude, that sucks.
Maiden was cool. They're a cool band.
Oh yeah, and I ended up
I like
really,
them as a band, but it's just hard to appreciate their music, but I just can't.
no, what it is that Punk was much better.
Punk is- yeah,
Maiden's
Punk is-
cool, man. They have the guitars, they're talented, it's fun, very
Yeah,
deep and intelligent lyrics, which is, I think, rare for metal. But oh, their songs are about like fucking, books and shit too. But Punk, 2 minute song, got my whole fucking thing out. I feel it, and I can just play it over and over till like I burn it. It was fucking great. All right, move on to the next song. We'll talk about this all fucking day. Let me stop this recording.